Like that's what I want on the 86 Commander. It looks like Hulk. It looks like Prime's in a Hulkbuster suit.
with his tiny little head.
That blue is gorgeous. Mm-hmm. That paint is amazing.
Agree with that statement.
Figure of the year so far. I absolutely hate that pose because now I definitely can't get it out. It does look like it could be a Mortal Kombat character. I literally feel this exact same way. I was looking at his butt. Prime has jumped out the shower naked, put a bra on and some stockings.
Because of the movie Transformers 1. It's Orion Pax turning into Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we're back with another exciting round of news. But before we jump into that, I want to first say thank you to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, where you can find many pre-orders that came out today. I know I got mine. Did you get yours, James?
You know it.
Awesome. And we want to also say thank you to our newest member, Minibot Orcs Play. Really appreciate you joining. Found out about you on the haul video, so really appreciate you. Want to give you a special shout out for that. And of course to our subscribers. Without you, we wouldn't be doing this. So again, thank you very much. With that, let's jump into the news.
Let's do it, and let's start off with something that's kind of interesting. So Hasbro Games is a new trademark for video game publishing, live service games, and board games. So it looks like they're just rebranding their video game division. But maybe we'll see another Transformer game sometime.
Maybe one that we've been seeing will come out.
Well, I think this is their in-house production, and I think that has another publisher.
Oh, okay. Well,
I could be wrong.
Maybe that one will still come out.
Maybe that one will still come out. Time will tell. Let us know if you are excited about Reactivate. Next, at SDCC, there was some new information on the Transformers and G.I. Joe movie. So, producer Lorenzo, I guess there's been a lot of controversy, I guess. People don't like him. I don't really know what's going on, but we're just going to talk about what he talked about. And he said they're definitely in the process of figuring out how to integrate G.I. Joe and Transformers, and they were trying to figure out how to combine these two worlds with the least number of people and robots. And that's the trick they're trying to figuring out, and they do intend to bring back a G.I. Joe standalone movie. And Chris Hemsworth said that there's fun opportunities to expand the universe, and they were talking about it. I'm a little worried with the least number of people and robots.
And then Chris follows up. Yeah, we're looking at expanding the universe.
Well, that was a separate thing. They were two. They weren't together. I'm assuming they were different interviews.
But they're not on the same page. Clearly, that's what
you're correct.
So we're going to expand the universe by having 2 Transformers in it and 2 humans. Yeah, I stop talking at this point.
Yeah, he also said, I think I talked about this a few weeks ago. He said it was Transformers 1 is a 3 billion years before the live action movies. But I read that he just said, actually, it's its own continuity.
Make it make sense.
I think they want to see what fans like, and they're just going to go with it. Honestly,
I would like it if he was to stop talking.
That'd probably be the best for their people going and seeing the movie.
Yeah, I rather us honestly. I want us if we're going to do a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover. I want to see a lot of Transformers. I want to see a lot of familiar names, from the G.I. Joe brand. I don't want it to be, just Duke and maybe Snake Eyes, or it's not gonna feel like a G.I. Joe, portion of the movie. And if we have a few Transformers, it's not gonna feel like a Transformers movie. So we're going to get a G.I. Joe crossover that doesn't feel like either one of the brands. I don't know.
Well, what they should do is they should establish G.I. Joe with a few good movies, have another good Transformers movie, and then bring them together. That way, they could have a large cast of robots and G.I. Joe characters because you're already introduced to them, or you assume the audience is, and they don't have to, go into all their backstories. But I don't think that's what they're looking forward to doing. I think they're just going headfirst into Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Have a good Transformers movie. You can continue now.
Okay. So, talking about good movies, we do have good Transformer comics lately. And Skybound's actually won 2 Eisner Awards for Best Writer and Artist and Best Continuing Series for Transformers. So that's really cool on them. I don't know what the Eisner Awards are, but I'm just glad to see this series getting the recognition it deserves. And why can't they just make movies like these?
I was literally about to say, if they wanted to use few robots and few humans, then do exactly what you said, which honestly is what Marvel did that made Marvel so superb in the movie theaters for a time being. You had the Iron Man movie, you had the Hulk movie. Well, let's not say the Hulk movie. You had the Thor movie, you had the Captain America movie, you had the Spider-Man movies, and all those had their part 2s and sequels and stuff like that. Then they came together, it was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. In these comics, there's not a ton of Transformers in there, and there's not a ton of G.I. Joe characters in there, but they all have their own plot, and then they run into each other during it. So it's, okay.
They all have their time to shine, and that's what we need. I mean, hell, even make an Optimus Prime movie, and then make a Megatron movie. You know what I mean? And you could pull in a whole bunch of Autobots for the Megatron movie and make it this big old thing. But they'll probably just put Shia LaBeouf back in as the main character. So.
Well, and the other part
probably not anymore after some of the stuff that came out.
But also, stop killing off the robots. Stop killing off the fan favorite. Like, then we can make a good movie. Kill off the peons. Some no-name characters.
Well, they kind of did that in the last movie.
Yeah.
With Scourge, Nightbird, and Battletrap.
Yeah, all those
Terracons
things.
The what?
Wasn't it? Weren't those
Scorponok? Yes.
Yeah. All the little. Yeah. So
you're right.
Okay.
Let us know your thoughts on the movies and what you think they would be, and if you'd rather just see the Skybound comics adapted for screen, because I'd probably rather have that. Yeah. So this is kind of sad news, but it is the last call for New Supply FX Starscream heads. They just printed their last batch. They said that they're going to be discontinued indefinitely. So if you do want these, go get them while you can.
Definitely. Good head. Shout out to New Supply. I definitely bought a lot of stuff, and I actually have something else coming.
There you go. So you could probably see it, I'm assuming, on our next haul. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into what's just announced. The first thing is all for you. We got Takara Tomi's Transformers 1 Brave Commander Optimus Prime. So it's the bigger scale. It's a leader class figure. They have new gimmicks. The face can change from mask to mouth. Energy cannons can deploy, which actually look kind of cool in that picture, I must say. There's a matrix that we'll see in the next slide. And it does have the blue energy axe. It'll cost around $60. It'll be released September 12th in Japan. Now, I gotta say, this is probably the best rendition, even though the shoulders are a little too large. Or is it the chest that's a little too small?
Two things can be true.
You're correct, yeah. But I do think this actually looks really good. Am I gonna pick it up? No. But if they come out with a Nemesis version, I'd be tempted. Maybe not for $60.
I like the size of the matrix that I'm seeing here. It looks big. Like, that's what I want on the 86 Commander.
Yeah, I mean the matrix chamber's a little bare.
It is.
But at the same time, he looks like he actually is holding the matrix versus like with two fingers.
Yes.
The alt mode also looks very accurate and cool. I think this is the best version of the alt mode as well.
I was just about to say the same thing.
I just want to know the size.
Yeah, I saw pictures, but I didn't see anything with see anything next to him.
Yeah, me too. So time will tell. Let us know if you're interested in Transformers 1, especially this figure. Next, so Skybound Transformers Compendium Volume 1. The cover was revealed. It'll release on the February 18th, 2025, and this is like 1 through 44 of the original comics. So as somebody picking this up, what do you think of this cover?
I like it. It's I don't know about the comics, so I don't know when all the characters were introduced and everything, but I find it ironic that they put Bumblebee and Grimlock on there. I don't know if they were big in the comics at the beginning, but that seems like more of where we're at now for sure. And then only seeing Starscream and Thundercracker, I would have expected to see Megatron on there a little bit more. But again, I don't know about the comics. I don't know which characters were featured primarily in those early issues. But this still looks good.
Yeah, I do like this cover. I don't think it's worthy, though, of a Compendium cover that's so big. I feel like that should be maybe, like a leather-bound book, maybe don't have all the characters and just have a silhouette of Optimus Prime or the Autobot symbol or something more, I hate to say this, but classy, I think would have looked better than this. But it does look good, though, at the same time.
It does look good, yes.
Yeah. We also got new images. I don't know if they showed off images or it was a silhouette, so I just put it in just announced. But they showed off the TF-40A Leo Convoy. So this is the Legacy Leo Convoy with some more tune-accurate Lion mode parts. What do you think about this?
I don't know. I think I like that it doesn't have the silly face on the Lion mode.
It doesn't have the silly face. I think this face is more silly than the one that originally came on it.
I don't know. The other one looked like a dog or something like that.
It did, yeah. I'm looking at it right here. It did, but it's not horrible. I don't like this face on it. It looks like a Disney character.
It looks like the Cowardly Lion or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If I wanted a Leo Prime, I'd probably just go find the Legacy one personally, because this one's probably going to be, $40-$50. But it is a good mold, and I think you would like it in your collection.
Yeah, I have... do I have one? I think I have one. I do have one. And I'm good with that one, whichever version that was. Something that was released. Was that Legacy?
Yeah, I think it was the first year of Legacy with Tarn. Yeah. He came out with Tarn.
Yeah, so I have that one. I'm good.
Yeah, and I also like the realistic hair on the one we have versus this robotic hair.
Yeah, I don't have a real connection to the character, so that's also a easy way to pass on this. One's good enough for me.
Yep, I'm right there with you. Next, the Transformers 40th anniversary Transformers music is now available for streaming. So go ahead and have this playing when you're working, I guess.
I'm honestly trying to figure out what other songs were on that. So
yeah, because I don't think this is the movie soundtrack. I think this is
the
TV show,
the original animated series. So I know the intro.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will stream it and see what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'll let you tell me how it is.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Converse and Transformers 40th anniversaries. This one reminded me of you. They have 4 or 5 different types, so we'll look at them each. So are you going to be picking up these Optimus Converse?
No.
But they have little dingly axe. I know you like those little accessories.
I do not like high top shoes.
Oh, really? At all?
At all.
Huh.
So.
Now, if these were low tops, would you pick them up?
Probably not. That's not really my style of shoe.
I couldn't see you wearing Converse.
Yeah. We just call them bubblegum.
Here's Megatron. It's fine. I haven't worn Converse in a long time, but I don't know why they got rid of the black line in the sole. Because this one hit it, right? See how that one has a black line? This would have looked a lot better with it. I kind of want the Mace as a keychain.
I think these look better than the Primes. They look clean. They look like a cleaner shoe to me.
That's probably why I don't like them. I don't wear Converse, like I said, though. Yeah. These ones are also pretty cool. You get both of them.
These would be a no for me.
And I don't know what's going on with these Bumblebee shoes, but they're probably the worst ones, in my opinion. And then they have little kid shoes in Bumblebee, which are kind of cute. The Velcro strap is the chest. I
actually like these Bumblebees better than all of them, I think.
Again, that makes sense because you like Nikes and stuff. I'm a strict Vans wearer. So if Vans comes out with a collaboration with Transformers, I'd be more interested.
Yeah, I still don't like these, but I don't have any yellow shoes for one. But these
go get them then. What are you waiting for?
I'm okay. I don't have enough yellow to
just wear all black with them, like Bumblebee.
Yeah, that black is your thing.
Definitely.
Clearly, you're wearing black now.
A lot, too. More than you can just see. Next, we've got some Heat Boys. So I didn't really want to add these, but you were kind of insistent because you are going to be picking these up even though they don't transform. We've got Shredder, Kang, and April, which April, it looks a lot like Mocha or the Firebird RC or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's kind of funny. And I do think these are officially licensed by whoever owns TMNT. I don't exactly know. If they do make a transforming Shredder, I will probably pick it up, though. I've always liked Shredder. And this design looks really cool.
I'm with you on the RC. It does look like... She looks like
it's
a Transformer.
April. Did I say RC?
Or April. I'm sorry. See, I'm already calling her RC. April looks like RC or Mocha or any of those versions. It looks like she could be a Transformer. Hell, all the Transformer figures that we've been seeing lately have that, you know,
just put a backpack on that folds around here, and there you go. It's like that.
There you go. Exactly. I too like the Shredder. It looks like Kang Toys made Shredder or something like that. I really like the cape on him as well. That's really cool. It looks like Super Shredder more so than regular Shredder. Is it Krang?
Yes, I believe
looks
so.
Looks fine.
I think he looks cool. I've always liked that guy too. I mean, I would be interested in picking these up if they transformed. Yeah. They also showed off Splinter with some ginormous Gundam hip skirts, and then they showed off the non-transforming Donatello.
Yeah, so I keep hearing about this Donatello that's coming that transforms into a helicopter, which I'm waiting to see. I thought this might have been it, but clearly it's not. I haven't seen any pictures. I've heard about it, but I'm waiting to see that since I did get the Leo that turns into the van. So the Splinter looks... I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of the Splinter.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Splinter to begin with, but I looked up, because you told me about the helicopter Donatello. There's nothing from Heat Boys about it that I can find. Please let us know in the comments below if you know of any pictures, or give us an email at botversuscon@gmail.com. But from what I can see, there's no announcement of any other transforming figures besides Leonardo.
That's what I've come up with as well.
Yeah. But people probably just want him to turn into a helicopter, which would be cool.
Yeah, the rumor mill has been churning with it, though.
Let's move on to Funbeast Studios, and they've got the Overwatch hammer for Prime. So I think it actually looks kind of cool, especially with this bulk of a Prime. Yeah, it's neat looking.
It looks like Hulk. It looks like Prime's in a Hulkbuster suit
with his tiny little head.
With that tiny little head. I like the weapon. It looks pretty cool. That's pretty much what I have to say about that.
Yep. They're also doing the Energon Vial from Skybound Comics, which again is pretty cool.
I guess I haven't. Maybe it's in this issue.
Yeah, I'm a little bit far behind, so I don't know.
I'm a little behind. Yes.
Yep, and this is something I could see Hasbro adding to a random figure.
Can you really see them adding it?
Yeah, I could. For like, they'll put it at the deluxe and charge like $45 for it.
Oh, okay.
Next, we've got Matrix Workshop's M100 kit for Studio Series 112 TF1 Optimus Prime. That gun is really cool looking. It really reminds me of Halo. And the orange axe is actually kind of cool. Even, I think in the movie it's blue, which I don't know why they would do that, but yeah.
I like the axe and the gun as well. Wonder if it would. I wonder when the figure transforms, is it somewhere it can store on the figure as well?
It kind of looks like maybe there's a peg on the side, like a shallow peg with circles.
Yeah, more so the axe than anything.
Oh, it probably just takes the place of wherever the blue one that comes with the figure goes.
Okay.
Yeah. I would assume.
I like the details in the axe as well.
I think it's a 1-to-1 copy of the blue one.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Maybe I just haven't paid enough attention to the blue one.
You and me both. Next, Alien Attack Toys showed off AAT-02M King of Cavaliers, the metallic paint version. And this is the Age of Extinction Prime, so it has a newly added big sword back buckle ×1. So I'm assuming you could add stuff to his back now, which is partially old, they said, and it's expected to ship around mid-August. So I will say the paint actually looks really good on this. It's very shiny. It looks almost chrome. But I think it's the angle, but this Prime looks really weird.
I hate the Prime. I love the truck.
The truck is really neat.
That blue is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
That paint is amazing. It looks very, very good. The Prime, I don't know what's going on. I don't like this version of Prime, so I may also be slightly a hater, but I don't think I am.
I think it's the angle. I just looked at the pictures, the earlier pictures, and they look more in proportion than this. But
okay,
it's fine. Not for me though.
Not for me. That bot mode or that alt mode is gorgeous, though. That they did a really good job with that.
They did. You mean the alt mode?
The alt mode. Did I say bot mode?
I think I heard you say bot mode. I could be wrong though.
Yeah,
but let's talk about something that I'm interested in. So Ocular Max showed off upcoming weapons for Rodor, and they're going to have a color change. And these are via Planet Steel Express.
I'm looking forward to it as well, since we both picked up this figure, and I think we're going to continue with the set.
Definitely. I don't know what the picture on the side is. Did Vortex come with that gun for Bruticus? Oh, you don't remember. Okay. All right. Either which way, they showed off some new guns, so that's great. Hopefully, this won't be a convention exclusive, so everybody can get it. But I kind of think we might see Rodor in Baltimore.
That is the next major convention.
And it's right around the corner, honestly.
I already have a place in my bag for it.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's move on to some updates. The first thing is some case pictures from Hasbro. So first we have this Megatron, and I will say it looks better in bot mode, but it's still very leggy.
You can really see it in the transformation as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just how long those legs are. It does look better from this angle. The torso doesn't look as small or as short. It still does, but I don't know. I know some women that are built like this actually. So that's what's funny about it to me is like, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting.
And all these pictures come from TFW. I forgot to say that. Next, we've got Bobby's most anticipated Hasbro figure of the year. Would you agree with that statement?
Figure of the year so far.
Figure of the year, that's what I thought.
I'm claiming it.
What do you think about this? Well, more in depth than just figure of the year.
I didn't notice the Autobot symbol on his chest. Kind of cool. I still don't like the blue jeans, you know, if we're gonna call them that. I still don't like that aspect, but it looks great. I mean, everything about it looks great. The transformation. I did see a video. The guy was kind of struggling a little bit there, but he was just kind of doing it. You know, it looked like he just pulled it out and tried to transform it. But everything about it looks really clean. My only gripe again is the blue. I just think it throws it off a little bit. I'd rather it had been gray or black or, you know, maybe a combination of red. Cool. Yeah, I don't think all red would have been good, but like maybe if it had elements of red to continue up through the thighs and stuff, because that part, that section of it doesn't fit. You know, it just kind of throws off the whole colorway. But with the price was shocking. It was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Lights, sound, looks great in bot mode, looks great in alt mode. I think they nailed this.
I have to agree. I hate to agree with you, but the price for $50, I thought it was going to be way more. With the licensing and the lights, I heard that it has sounds, but I haven't seen it in person with the sounds, so I'm still waiting to hear.
I heard the sounds.
Yeah, but with all of that, this is a Voyager-sized figure, which we'll see in a second. So it's a Voyager-sized figure, $15 more, and for licensing, lights and sounds and all that, that's not that bad at all. And the alt mode is just absolutely gorgeous. They focused on the alt mode, but still made a good bot mode. And maybe it's because they're so used to doing cars. I mean, it transforms. I haven't seen the transformation video, but seeing where everything is, it looks like it transforms just like Prowl or somebody like that, which is fine. I think this thing looks cool. The packaging looks cool. It's large. Honestly, this could fit in an MP collection. The bot mode's a little off, but at least the alt mode, you could put this next to your X-Transbots, what's it called? Fast and Fury, and it would look just fine. And I love that the little lights can come up, the headlights. So, and I really wish Hasbro would start focusing more on the alt modes, because looking at it next to that Cliff Jumper, the Cliff Jumper looks like a Cybertronian alt mode compared to it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the B, I'm not going to comment on because it looks like it's a squished car like it's supposed to. So,
right.
Yeah, so I'm in. I put my pre-order in. How many did you get?
3.
That's what I thought. I was thinking 3 or 4.
And technically 9, because I ordered from a couple of different places
to make sure you get them,
just in case there was any issues. So yes.
Well, that's a lot that you're gonna have extra just sitting on by the side of your desk.
No, I will cancel as soon as I get confirmation from my favorite place.
If you remember.
Don't jinx me.
Next, they also showed off the Ratchet, the War for Cybertron Ratchet. I've got to say, the white plastic looks a lot worse than in the original images that we saw. It looks honestly pretty cheap, but the figure overall still does look pretty good.
God, I hate agreeing with you. I saw that too, and I was just like, it almost looks dirty, you know,
dummy kind of.
Yeah. And I didn't notice his face. Like, it looks like he has like that Joker grin on him. It like goes all the way across his face. I don't really like that too much. I put a pre-order in for this, but this might be, when I talked to you earlier today, you said this is going to be an in-store, you know,
on sale purchase.
On sale.
If I find it, yeah.
I think I think I might be canceling my order and doing my pre-order and doing the same thing.
Yeah, I would not blame you. It doesn't look bad.
I think
if you like this character in the video games, I would get it. The axe also looks a little cartoony too. I don't know, where it's rounded and stuff. It doesn't look
I like the weapon.
It looks good. It has an air of like Bugs Bunny to it.
I like all the character, like all the lines and different. It looks like hieroglyphics on the axe.
Yeah, because they had it's Cybertronian. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that aspect of it, but yeah, the color kind of threw me off a little bit. It looks like glue. Like
yeah, the white you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
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 It also cleans up well, which is something I wanted to mention.
Yeah, it does. Again, it doesn't look like a bad figure. I just don't know.
Yeah. Next, we've got Mr. High Heels himself, Ruckus, and these videos were via Mark Leclonis. I did want to say they did a great job with this remold. You know, they gave him a little bit of a longer torso. They put some cha-cha heels on him, and he really looks pretty good. I just don't like the feet. Still, they should have like flipped out and became feet or something. I don't know. I don't like that.
I can't stop seeing heels now.
And I'm not the only one that sees it. Even Mark Leclonis said, "Oh, he's the king of dance."
Yeah.
So maybe that's from the comics. I don't know. I took it as he's wearing high heels and going on the dance floor, and is sissying his walk. So.
I did put a pre-order in for this.
Oh, really? Okay.
I did.
You just want the bludgeon, don't lie.
Definitely not. But just to finish off the set.
Yeah. The alt mode also looks really cool, and this is the picture he put with Lord of Dance. So he's doing his little Irish jig, I guess. I don't know. But I do like the alt mode on this. But those heels, man, like
I absolutely hate that pose because now I definitely can't get it out. It makes me think of Vega from Street Fighter. Like, you know, after he wins, he would like, you know, do like a backflip and then pose or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls.
Oh, gosh,
from Titanic. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. It is.
Let's keep it moving. And YOLO Park showed off a whole bunch of figures at ACGHK 2024. We did talk about this already, but I thought I'd post a picture of all of them together. So they look good. I know we saw the Nemesis Prime in person, the big one, and it looked pretty good. So will you be picking up that giant gorilla?
No, not at all. But you can. And let me know
it
how
looks good, but I wouldn't pick it up even if it transformed.
Yeah.
I think it's like, what, $700 or something like that?
That's chump change for you.
Yeah, okay. Maybe one day. But, yeah, I still wouldn't pick, even if it was chump change, it doesn't transform. Well, they all look really good, though, just not my cup of Energon.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, all those figures that you were talking about you'd pick up if they were $20, you save $20 all those times. So... You have 700.
So yeah, that's how we're gonna go. Okay.
Yeah, well, exactly.
All right. Well, I'll get this. Let's see when you pick up the Dinobot 2 from Transart.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't pick it up. Let's move on. We got some Studio Series 86 pictures via James Teal. There was a whole bunch of them. They even had them at the booth. But these were the ones that I thought looked the best because the ones in the booth weren't very flattering, in my opinion. And I think this scale actually works pretty well with Rodimus.
Is that Rodimus or Hot Rod?
Hot Rod, whatever.
Yeah. I think this is a great figure. I'm very excited to get it in my collection. It's been on sale in Japan. You know, they were selling it at the event there, or was it Hong Kong?
It was Hong Kong, I believe.
So hopefully that means that we'll start getting it maybe sooner than The street date that they've put out there, probably not, but it looks really good, and I liked the transformation. I like how involved it was. Not overly complicated involved, but it looked like it was fitting for the cost of the figure. The accessories are great. The colors look great. I'm going to be pretty happy with this figure, I think. The only thing that would make me not feel good about it is if it feels cheap.
Which you never know.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
I don't
Magmatron didn't. He was actually quite heavy, so I'm assuming it would be the same type of quality. I think the figure looks fine. We're going to talk about another third-party one in a bit, and I'll save some of my thoughts for when we look at that. But let's move on to the comic book edition. Decepticon Straxus via No Trab. What are your thoughts?
Another figure I have a pre-order in for. Have no connection to the character at all. I like the colors. I don't know if he had a gray pickaxe.
He did.
Okay.
That's been his weapon. Yeah.
Okay. Because I would have liked to have seen some color in that, possibly. Because it does look dull and boring, especially as bright blue and red as he is. But it looks fine. It looks different. It's something unique that's going to be in my collection.
I think it looks good too. It's just not the version of Straxus that I want. I'd rather have him be like a cool little tank or something. I know this is comic accurate and it's not for me, but it looks fine. I really don't like the comic black splash on his leg randomly though. I'd be taking some rubbing alcohol to it to try to get that off if I pick this figure up.
Yeah.
Do you have these on pre-order too? We got Autobot Flame and Emerald Zion, and these are via No Trab as well.
This is the hard one because I'm picking up, twirling high heels to complete the set. I almost feel like I need to pick this up to complete the set, and probably this one even more so because of the boxes. Yes. They look better in this picture. They both look better in these pictures here, which is good. If you flip it and it shows the alt modes, I'm gonna probably be like, oh.
I don't think I have a picture of the alt mode.
But these two pictures look good.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Emerald Zion has like dots on his chest, and I think that's supposed to be like the comic book dots that they used to have to do, which I think is kind of cool. I still don't like all the comic book random black splashes. But, for people that really want these characters, I should say, these are really good representations of them.
Yeah, from what I've seen, they are. And I haven't seen many complaints from people who are fans of this comic.
Yeah, I agree. Next, we got 3 Zeros, DLX Transformers, Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal. I don't believe we talked about this, but either which way, it looks fine.
This looks really good.
Yeah.
It does look like it could be a Mortal Kombat character. We've said that a lot, but I think this looks really good. The details around the shoulders and along the chest, the inner chest, and the arms. I guess that's fur. It's supposed to be fur. It looks really good. The details in the mask, the shield, and around his eyes and everything like that. It looks very, very detailed.
Yeah,
Not for my collection, but looks really nice.
A lot of the 3-0 figures do. They're always great representations. I'm just surprised that there's people that are still looking for an Optimus Primal from this movie. But good on them if they're still looking for one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a high-end non-Transformer one. I get it. But, this is going to sound bad. Did the movie really have that many fans?
I guess so.
I get, yeah, and good for Hasbro, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, and then, you know what? Honestly, the movie didn't have to necessarily be good for people who like the figures.
True. And the movie also didn't have to be good for everybody that has all of the other 3-0 Transformer movie figures, and then they're just going to finish off the set too.
Right. Because I think if I collected 3-0, I would pick this up. And hell, you don't even like the media. You know, it's not like you like the cartoons or anything like that anyways, and you pick up some of the figures. So
it's not that I don't like the media. I think both of us had active distaste for this movie.
Oh, well, yeah, that's something different.
It's a totally big difference.
Totally different there. I'm not
Am I wrong?
I'm not going to deny or confirm that statement.
Okay. Well, let's move on to something that you're going to like. And we've got Xtransbots MB32 Jian, and this is the test shot. And we already looked at the vehicle mode, so this is the robot mode. I wish the rotor was not coming out of his butt. I wish it was more on his back, but they are huge, so I understand why. But other than that, this is a really good looking blades. This is my second favorite member of the Protective Bots besides Hotspot, and I think they did a good job with them.
I think they. I literally feel this exact same way. I was looking at his butt because I'm like, what's going on here? Are they pegged in? Are they fold? Do they fold? Do they have to be there? Is there something we can do about that? Because it looks weird.
At least from the back. I think from the front, I think it looks fine.
From the front, yeah. You know, are they, if they're pegged or tabbed in, you know, do they stay? Do they lock in position so they're not flopping all over the place? You know, those would be some of my questions. But it does look good. And I don't know if that's the two pieces that are behind the heads. Are those landing gear, or
you could probably change the landing gear from toy to cartoon.
I
think they had different landing gears, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I don't remember. So, but that's kind of cool. Then if there's that accessory, I was just trying to figure out what that is.
I'm assuming that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. And you know, I actually like when we get different heads instead of different faces. Like, I like when we actually get the head with the different face on it. So it looks like it comes with 3, which is really cool as well.
Yeah, it is. I think you'll be very happy to have this in your collection, and you're going to have like 2 or 3 of these in all the different colors.
Oh, I forgot about different colors.
Yeah, so get ready. He's going to be flying with his butt. And next we've got MPH Studios and Galaxy Toys new mini-series Commander. And this was kind of the Prime I was talking about when we looked at the Studio Series Prime. This thing's so tiny, and he has no backpack. I feel like Hasbro could have done it. Either which way, what are your thoughts on this figure?
So this looks like Prime has jumped out the shower naked, put a bra on, and some stockings.
Well, I mean, it's obviously a prototype. I thought it looked like you rolled around in Cheeto dust, but that's just me.
Yeah. Is it a prototype?
If it's not, I mean, kudos to them for making another Prime variant.
But I saw the transformation, and the transformation was very simple. And I don't think this cleans up as well as the Studio Series.
Really? Because I think it cleans up so much better.
In alt mode.
In alt mode? Well, you have to remember the size, too.
No, I know.
Bigger, you could probably fix all of those problems.
Yeah, because I do get the gripe about the backpack, and there's
the full parts.
Yeah, there was possibly things you could do with that. The transformation of this was cool, and it is very cool to see it in this size, and it does look good in alt and bot mode. So I agree they could have done things to maybe tame that backpack a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And they could have taken a page out of third party's book, of course, several novels they could have chose from of third-party figures.
To take one sentence from it.
Yeah, so I don't disagree with you there. This one, I didn't think this. I didn't know if this was a prototype or not. I thought this was actually the figure.
I'm assuming it's a prototype, but if it is the figure, it is the figure. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
If it came out in these colors, would you pick it up?
It's possibly.
Yeah,
And
I don't think it looks bad either.
Yeah, it'd be got out the shower, put on a bra and some high heels, prime, or excuse me, leggings, prime.
And I think those parts are a different color because they're die cast, which you could see in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's a prototype. But here we have their, what do they call it?
Prowl?
Right, their police car. I should have guessed. And it's their prowl.
That's such a creative name.
I know.
Tank? What is it, Green Tank?
Green Tank, Purple Tank, yeah.
Purple
But I mean, that was another company. That was Dr.
It is.
But
But they're all good with names.
now, what do you think of this prowl?
I have to see more.
I did just realize something about that prime that I don't like, and that's those ginormous feet.
Mm?
No, they look fine here. They look
there.
long. They look very long here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going up.
This is MPH?
Yeah, this is the same one.
So I have their prime, and I didn't like that figure.
I think that's a different prime. This is MPH and Galaxy Toys.
That's what I'm saying. So I think this one looks better. Hopefully it is better. Back to the prowl. I have to see more. I don't think this is. I'm not going to be picking this up, but I would have to see more to give an opinion. I think the head looks great. The facial expression looks like Dead Prowl a little bit. Again, I don't know if that's the final. Those, again, I'm nitpicking, but those ball joints, seeing those big ball joints there,
Yeah,
it throws me off. So that's why I'm saying I want to see more, because it looks like a KO.
I wouldn't
Quality.
go that far. I
KO
think at
quality.
the size, ball joints make sense.
Yeah.
So at least he's going to be posable. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They also showed off their Megatron, which I think looks really good, and I think you will be picking this one up. But what are your thoughts on it?
I think it looks good too. I don't think I'll be picking it up, and I'll probably change my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind. Again, I want to see this. I do have pre-orders in for the Dr. Wu version, so a couple of pre-orders for that version. So I don't know if I need another legend size Megatron, but this one does look good.
I do think this one looks better
I think
than
it
Dr.
does too.
Wu's.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And it looks like it has more.
does turn into the gun, which is why I thought you'd be picking it up. I thought you'd be picking this and Dr. Wu's up, honestly.
I think this one looks good with all the attachments on it, but I think Dr. Wu's version looked better as just a handgun.
I did not look at the handguns. I was more thinking about the robot mode.
Yeah, the robot mode, yes. I think this one looks better. But I have to look at Dr. Wu's again. It's possible that this might make it in my collection as well.
Especially if they do some like a color where he's like black or something, you'd be picking that up too, right?
Yeah. Stop, man. Stop it.
Let's get into what's incoming. First, I think this will be making its way into your collection too. We've got a Unique Toys Dumber via Weibo user. So when can we expect the review?
You almost hit me with that comment that you just made there. Yeah, this is not. And what makes it even bad? It looks like he has two faces.
I was just about to say the chest. Like if you took his head off, it kind of looked better if the chest was his face.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't like this at all, and it harkens back to the movie, which is what it's supposed to do. Perfect all, looks just like what it's supposed to, so they nailed that aspect. It's just not for me and my collection.
I completely agree with you. They did a great job bringing the movie to life, and especially transforming. That's really cool. But I just don't like this character nor this design.
No, not at all.
You should still pick it up, though.
Not
Will you be
gonna
picking these up, though? We've got the Doctor Wu, Cyclonus, and Bees. They're all coming out soon.
I haven't put a pre-order in, I don't think. I would get that Shattered Glass.
I think it might be sold out on a few places.
So if I didn't put a pre-order in, then so be it.
The
And
Shattered Glass one is the only one I would want to, but I only want the Gold Bug. I wouldn't want the see-through
Cyclonus. Yeah, and the Bug Bite looks fine as well.
Yeah, they all look good.
I wouldn't need two of them.
Yeah, well, just go pick them up anyways. Let's move on to what's recently released. First one is Transformers and Little People 4-pack. These are via TFW boards member Panda Strong, as well as some official art. They look cute, but that's where it ends for me.
I like Soundwave.
Soundwave's the best. I would agree. I don't like their faces.
I don't like the faces
So.
at all, and I don't know anything about Little People Collector.
Okay, I don't. I kind of remember them, but I don't at the same time. So this is a weird Mattel crossover thing.
Okay, yeah, they remind me of South Park characters. Just kind of hop on how they walk, but yeah, they're fine for what they are. Cool to see, the most popular characters clearly, but I'll pass.
Yeah, me too. Next, the Transformers 1 Mainline Iacon Race 3-pack was found by TFW user Shark Jumper. So I guess the Prime is from the movie. It's a Cyberverse Megatron retool, and it is a RID 2015 Mirage retool.
Look at Mirage looking like Mirage.
But does he? He kind of looks like Blur. I mean, with that head.
The alt mode. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the alt mode looks the most. It looks better than Rise
Pablo.
of the Beasts.
Or I said Pablo. See, I meant to say yeah. Definitely looks better than Pablo. Yeah. Then the what is it? Maz or
Mirage.
yeah.
Mirage. Yeah.
The Prime looks the worst to me.
Prime looks the worst. It's because the arms.
Yeah, the bot modes, they all look well. The packaging looks good in all the bot modes, but I haven't seen the figure.
They look like one-step changers. These would be fine for kids. They're not meant for us. Go pick them up if you have a kid that's interested in them.
Yeah, maybe my daughter will get lucky.
There you go. And these are all pictures from Bobby the Bot. So he went ahead and put all of the Transformers 1 things he's seen. I don't think we have to go over them too much detail. I didn't know these were news because I kept seeing them around too. But and if you know, if I'm seeing them in the Bay, they're everywhere. And yeah, which ones are you picking up, or which ones have you picked up? I know you wanted that mask.
I was just sharing what I was seeing.
Come on, don't lie. Pull out that mask from below your desk and put it on.
I'm not picking up any of these. It was just cool to see new product on the shelves, and that excited me.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see stuff clear out. Even though I'm not in for any of this stuff, it's just good to see new stuff happening. The shelves looking full. It almost makes me feel like things are getting back to normal, hopefully, and we'll start seeing some more product. That's my biggest hope for.
Well, and another thing to think about is we do have a new head of Transformers Legacy and Studio Series, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe things will be a little bit better underneath him.
Because I think that's the biggest thing is a lot of figures. We say it all the time. If I see it in the store, maybe I'll grab it. if I want to see it in person, it looks good, and then we'll see another angle and it doesn't look good, or we'll see another, photographer take pictures and it looks great versus somebody else who took it. So it was just good to see things in the store and actually be like, oh, okay, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. They do look cool. Especially, again, just like the last slide, these are all for kids.
Yeah.
I don't think one of these is aimed at collectors. No. So I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun with them.
Younger Bobby,
even if they are a little pricey.
Yeah. Little Bobby would have been all over it.
The Transformers Powers of the Prime, which I think we talked about this on the Hall Live, was it? I don't remember when. Is getting a reissue at Target, which is crazy that this figure from 2017, 2018, somewhere around there, is getting a reissue. I think it was 2018.
I just want to know why.
Because of the movie Transformers 1. It's Orion Pax turning into Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I can see that.
It's weird it has the same exact packaging. It's same price as all the other leaders. It's really strange. I don't have this. I never saw it in store. I wouldn't mind having it, but I probably won't pick it up for leader price.
Oh.
I have the Nemesis, so.
Yeah, I have both. So, glad for anybody who, again, I would love to see them do refreshes of past figures and bring stuff out so we're not paying the late tax on it. So yeah. Keep it coming.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird timing.
Yeah.
So next, the Takara Tomy Earthspark Wave 5 figures have been released in Japan. So this is from Twitter or X user Alfez 2010. Hopefully I'm able to find the purple tow truck. I'm not going out of my way to find him or her. I would be a her in my collection. But I do think they look cool, and I love how grumpy that dino looks.
Don't you have that dino?
I have the 1-step or 3-step changer of that. They never released this one with all the paint and stuff.
Oh. So
this is like a legacy version of it.
Okay. So you're going to pick up 2 of these then?
I'd probably skip on the dino. I already have one of them. But the purple one, if I'm able to find it, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I think you should get all 3. Have the set.
Okay. Let me know when you're sending them, and I'll be on the lookout for a new package.
Yeah. I'll just give me your credit card number. You don't even have to give me your credit card. I'll just give me the number.
Yeah, you could. I'll go ahead and do that. Let me just talk to my friend so I could get yours first off the deep web. Anyways, before we keep going in circles, I do think the purple one looks really cool. All of these honestly look good. The Alita one that I don't have pictured is the kind of one, but these are all, I think, very good figures. I don't know why we weren't getting this level of quality of Earthspark figures when the line first came out, and why they were like, remember that Prowl that we were going to get and it was canceled?
I do.
And then the one that came out in the U.S. was just a repaint of Erotimus from like 2018 or something like that. I'm like, what are you doing, Hasbro? It makes no sense.
Yeah. I remember when we first saw the purple one, you were a little smitten by it.
Oh, I still love it. It's not popped up anywhere to buy. Yeah. And I don't feel like hunting it down. I don't feel like hunting any figure down at this point. It's not readily accessible.
I'll be at the store. I'll be at Target tomorrow and let you know if I see it.
Okay, yeah. The Japanese exclusive Target will definitely have that. Please let me know. Next, we have the Studio Series. Wave 25 Bumblebee Skywarp is out, and this was in College Grove, California, in Walmart. You gonna go pick this up?
Nope, that's all for you.
I would if it had more black, but it's mostly gray. Of a side note, if you do find that Shockwave on sale for $15, please pick one up for me, because somebody found it on sale at Target for $15.
Wow. Okay.
$15 I can do. So, but either which way, back to the focus. Yeah, it's Skywarp, but not really, because there's not enough black.
I like Skywarp. I just don't like the way this figure looks.
Yeah, I agree. Finally, we have the Jada Toys Hollywood Rides 1-32 G1 VW Bumblebee. They found it at US retail, and this is via TFW user Houstonian Prime. So you could go ahead and pick this up. I'm sure Bobby's on the hunt for it.
No, I still don't know what I'm going to do with the Jada Prime I have. Maybe if I start a Bumblebee shelf, not going to happen. This looks fine. It looks fine for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. You can't, as long as you get it licensed, you can't really mess it up. Well, yeah. I say that, but then it could be the wrong yellow.
And it's $7. I mean, honestly, for $7, I would probably pick this up.
If you saw it, right?
If I saw it, right. Yeah, if I saw it.
Well, that's everything we have for you today. So thank you for watching. If you watched it this far, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. You must like us at least a little bit. Go ahead and like this video. Like this video, share it, do all of that YouTube stuff. And we will have our collection videos out soon. No date on that yet, but we'll keep you updated. Both of those are filmed and are on my desk for editing. Yeah, I have VHS tapes, and I'm not joking.
I actually forgot to mention that at the opening. So
yeah. I know you did. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for all the other Transformer stuff we have cooking up. We will see you guys in the next one.
As always, till all debates are won.